Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Teresa and I'm really glad you guys have decided to join me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a farmhouse inspired Dollar Tree DIY, and it's this really cute wall decor piece that I created with a Dollar Tree cutting board. But before we go ahead and get started with the list of supplies and on the actual DIY, make sure you hit that red subscribe that's down below to see more of my videos. And also make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. And please share it with your friends and family if you think that they would enjoy recreating this decor piece. So let's go ahead and get started with the materials and items that you are going to need to recreate this. So the first thing is first, you are going to need, and I will leave a list of the materials down below in my description box. But the first thing you're going to need is this Dollar Tree, they call it a paddle cutting board, and it's from the Cooking Concepts. You will need some stencils, and Dollar Tree has a variety of stencils. They have these alpha stencils, so you would, lay these down, on your, choose the words that you want to put, lay them down, and then paint over them. They also have this variety of alpha stencils. And they also have several of these different, the self-adhesive stencils where you can do borders. They have one that is just like the whole image. However, today I am going to be using one of, it's actually this stencil. And well, you can't even see it. I got these from Walmart and they came in a pack of 3. So they're the alpha stencils, and they were $2.98 for the 3-pack. And the only reason I'm using this is because they are larger also going letters. To need, I am going to be spray painting this one in the Rustoleum 2x Ultra Coverage Flat Gray Primer. So you're going to need a can of that, or a color of your choice. If you want to use chalk paint, you could use chalk paint, whatever you choose to use, but I am going to be spray painting mine with the gray primer. You will also need some black, either chalk paint. This is the Waverly chalk paint in the color of ink, or you can use a black acrylic from Apple Barrel. These are only 50 cents a piece at Walmart. The large 8-ounce Waverly chalk paint at Walmart is $5.96 or $5.98, which for 8 ounces is a great deal. You're also going to need some jute twine, and I actually purchased this from Walmart just because I use so much of it. It is actually a better bargain for me personally. I can't remember how much it was. It was less than $5 though. I think it was like right around the $3 mark. And this is 6 ounces, and this is the 2-ply 100% natural jute cord. But Dollar Tree sells the twine as well. You're also going to need some burlap ribbon or ribbon of your choice. Today I'm going to be, for this one, I'm going to be using this that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this is the wired ribbon. And let me just take the wrapper off so you can see it without a glare. But I'm going to be using it with the black polka dots. I thought it would look really cute with the black and the gray. And then you are going to need a hot glue gun, some extra glue sticks, maybe. Always keep them on hand just in case. A ruler, some scissors, and a foam paintbrush, or if you have a stencil brush, that would work just as well. So what I'm going to do is take my cutting board outside and get it spray painted. So you definitely want to make sure when you're doing any type of spray paint to do it in a well ventilated area. If you can do it outside, that would be, the best bet. So I'm going to go ahead get this painted, and then I will be back to show you the next step. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got the cutting board painted. I did 2 coats on the front and I did do a coat on the back. So anyway, and as you can see, I have put my the divider here, the little border, and I've got 2 letters down. And basically what I did with the lettering is I found the center of my cutting board from here to here, and it was 7 7/8 inches, I do believe. Yeah, 7 7/8. So the center was about almost 4. So what I did was I put the S, I centered it, the letters are each about an inch tall. So I went from the 3 to the 4 and put my S down. And then I did the borders. And the reason I did the borders was because I just, so that way I know my spacing, and I went a little high on that one, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. And I went a little high on the H. So that's no problem. And I am to show you guys how I'm going to do the H up here, because we're going to do home sweet home. So I want to make sure, and like I said, I went a little high on this, which kind of bums me out a little, because now the spacing is going to be just, it's really going to be tight as far as, okay, I should be good. All right, so we're going to shake our paint here really, really good. So this is, all right, what I do is I just dab my sponge in the paint, and the trick is not to have too much paint, so I actually kind of dab it off. All right, and then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to hold it down and just pounce. If you need to load, I just go back in there. You don't want a lot of paint when you do this one, light paint. You need to get it a little closer to the S, because we're going to have less room to do this sweet. And again, so we're going to just dip it in there and dab it, and then we're just going to pounce. Just going to take this and we're just going to lightly, like, kind of, I don't want to use this. We're just going to dry brush a little bit. Okay, so we're going to really hit the edges. We're just going to kind of come through here, hit that. These. paint. I'm just going to make it look dirty and old and just hit all the edges. Anything that's raised really well, you know, that looks where there'd be a lot of wear and tear. So let me just show you, because we're gonna wrap this with twine after we do that. But I want to show you how we make our bow, because we are going to put a bow. So we're going to take a little piece of twine. There. So we'll make our bow, and then I'll go spray it. And then once I spray it, I'll come back and show you how we wrap our twine. Okay, so we'll move this aside. Move this ugly thing aside so you guys can see that. Okay. So we're going to take your burlap. And I mean, I do mine a pretty decent size. I think that should be good. And we're just going to cut this. And then I find my center. So I find my center, and then I take it like this, and I cross it. Okay, so kind of like you're getting ready to tie a tie. Okay, and then you're gonna try to figure out how big you actually want your loops, and that looks pretty darn close. This. And then we're just gonna fold it up for a second. Yeah, okay. So what I do is I fold it in like this, and then I grip it, I pinch it in the center, and then I pull this tail like this, and then I take my piece of twine, flip it upside down, and then we're going to tie the twine in a knot. I hope you guys can see that. So we're going to tie it in a knot. Okay. I'm going to make sure your loops are even too, and if they're kind of, this side's a little bit. Pull that. Okay, my glue gun is heated up, so now I've got my knot tied. So I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue just to kind of help seal it in place so it doesn't slip. Okay, and then I'm going to take another piece of my ribbon and cut a little strip off. Okay. And then what we're going to do, while that's drying, we're just going to take this and we're going to fold it in half. I don't have my craft mat up here, so let me just, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my hot glue, and I'm just going to run it down the center here. And I'm just going to take this. Well, don't do that. And we're going to fold it over. You can either dovetail these, however you choose. You dovetail them, or so we're going to put it right about there. So I think I'm going to go up at an angle. And I want my longer section to be down here. So let's see. We'll put the bow like right there. So we'll take this and just cut it. And then this one, just a little bit longer. Okay, and then you can just pull those down. And I'm not going to attach the bow yet because I want to make sure I get my twine on there first. But first I got to spray it. So then that'll sit like that. I'm going to take this down and give her a good sealing, and then I will be back. Alright, so I have my matte clear coat of Rustoleum on the top. So now what I'm going to do is start wrapping this with twine. We're going to take our twine, and then once I get the twine done, I will attach the bow, and then we'll show you how it turned out. Alright, so I'm going to start it here on the back. Okay. Just put a little line there. And then just put that there. And I do like to make sure, I don't need a whole lot, but just enough to kind of hold it in place. Okay, over there. And you don't have to put as much glue as I do. I just like to make sure mine's nice and held on. All right, so now that the twine is on, I'm going to attach the bow, and then we are all finished. So here is the original. So stay tuned, and I will definitely see this when my bow I attached under the twine. So I will have some pictures at the end so you all can see how it looks on the wall. So if you enjoyed this quick and easy little DIY, please give me a big thumbs up. It does help my channel. And if you want to see more of my videos, make sure you click that red subscribe that's down below and hit the little bell. That'll send you a notification every time I upload a new video. And I hope you guys leave some comments, questions, or suggestions down below in the comments section, because I do love to hear from each and every one of you. And as always, you guys, great big hugs from me to you. I hope you've really enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Have a great week.